What's up, y'all? Van Man back at you with another video. Chilling. Took care of my business for today, so I got the rest of the day, and I definitely could not dip back down here without coming to the beach. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Give me the time of your day. I appreciate it. How can I say this? There's no other way to say this. I ain't got no friends. None. Not one. There's a lot of people I know. There's a lot of people I'm acquainted with. But I ain't got no friends. I roll alone, I travel alone, and I prefer it that way. If I were to take on any other companion at this point in my life, and I know some of you guys out there would be like, oh man, he's finally settled down, man, find an old lady. No. I would try to find me a dog. Right. A dog. And I'm trying to set my life up as to where I can have that. But I gave up on the friends thing a long time ago. I gave up on for one thing, I was raised an only child. So I'm quite accustomed to being alone. But there was a point in my life, in my adolescence, in my youth, or in my youth to my adolescence, all right, anyway, that, you want the company of other people. You want people to think that you're cool. No, you want a group. You want your group. Well, I went through all of that. And, of course, all that blended over into the street shit. And I found out the group ain't about nothing. So from about mid-20s, early 20s, until present day, I've been like, I hang by myself. And even in my career path, I've gone through the and I think, as a traveling electrician, and I'm seeing that starting to fade out. Some still, but these guys, they travel in groups. They figure they're saving money some kind of way by using one guy's car. They're all getting in a vehicle, they're all traveling, they're going to the jobs, this, that, and the forth. To each his own. But I found in my travel experience that the travel buddy, travel friend, travel companion, whatever. And don't get me wrong, some guys, sometimes you get two guys that freaking frat, Felix and Oscar, they can do it. Felix and Oscar, a really good analogy. Maybe I should say carrots and peas. You know, they go together. They can do it. But I found care because I'm a grown man, and again, raises an only child, and I love my space. I love my time. I don't like to. I've been through listening to a guy talk to his girlfriend in the other bed, across the room. Pause. Yeah. Oh man, I had this one instance. We were traveling, right? We were low on money. So we got this hotel room. And I was at that time, early in my travel, trying to save money. We got this hotel room, I think for a week. We got this job. Week. And we had to get together at least for our first check, you know, until we got up on our feet and stuff, but we was already sharing a vehicle. So, damn, you know what I'm saying? Sharing a vehicle, working to work together, ain't coming, that's just too much. You know what I'm saying? So, we got a room, and like, he's one of these niggas, he's always no player type nigga, you know, always that. So he on the phone, and like, man, I'm here to take care of business. I'm trying to stack some bread, man, trying to, you know, get my own room and get my own set. Okay, so you know, I'm trying to go to sleep while he's doing that, and like I said, we were low on money, so we got a pack of neck bones, and we had this skillet, you know, one of them skillets you can get at Walmart, you know, one of them deep dish skillets with the dial on it. So the thought was we're gonna get a pack of neck bones at the Pick and Save down the street. You know, what was it? You know, you had a Pick 5 or something. What? Yeah, and get it out of that. You know, pack of neck bones, cook them up, and we have something to eat the next day. All right. So, old boy, he's on the phone. Well, before he did all that, you know, I take my shower, he take his shower, and he put the neck bones on that thing first, right? And the skillet, now mind you, the skillet about, I don't know, maybe about 3-4 inches deep. So, you know, and you're gonna do some neck bones, right? And you know, you'll cook neck bones for a minute. So, but then like you had a pot. See, a pot, you know, something like that, 6-8 inches deep. Yeah, you fill it up with water, you let it boil and everything. You cool with a pot. You know, but with a skillet, shallow skillet and everything, you know, less than half the depth. You know, you gotta keep an eye on that. So anyway, I get my shower, he get his shower, he put the neck bones on, he had already had the neck bones on. You know, they smelling kind of good, woo, okay, then it's gonna be good for lunch tomorrow. Yeah. And so, but man, I gotta give me some rest. Yeah, man, I'm gonna talk to old gal. So, I'm, you know, it's a double. I got my bed, he got his bed. So, I'm in there, I'm trying to sleep. You know, he got one of the He got his nightstand light on. I got mine off, but it still shine over. I mean, it's right there. And man, let me get some water. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, he got his nightstand light on. So I'm dealing with that. And then, I'm laying over there. It's a double bedroom. So I'm laying over there. I got my back to the light, my back to him, and he's laying over in the other bed. So I'm like, finally, hey, bro, yeah. Oh, man, my bad, man. Man, I'm gonna take you outside, man. I'm gonna take you outside. All right, cool. So the neck bone's still cooking, right? So I don't know if he put water in the skillet or not, but he had it turned up. Probably had it turned up on high, so it's a boil, okay. But mind you, with something like that, you got, keep a check on that. Because you want to, like, periodically put some water in that, you know what I'm saying? You can still cook it, but, you gotta. But he did. So, eventually, as time goes, he's outside. Food cooking. I'm asleep. So I'm curled up. And I don't know how much longer later. All I know is like I'm awakened. Man, I wake up now. It's one of them rooms, the light is on over the sink, back there. The light is on over the sink, so that was on. His nightstand light was on. But I wake up, smoke. I woke up coughing, smoke. I'm talking about, I don't know what the hell going on. I'm running, I'm like, yeah. So, he ain't nowhere to be found. I'm like, hey. And I don't know if he might have, came in the door, or I went outside, but I think more or less he came in, because I was like, And I'm like, go over to the neck bones, right to the skillet. They were charred. It was done. I'm talking about all the water had boiled out of that thing. Them neck bones were cooked. I'm talking about they were fried. We went from boiling neck bones to dry frying them. I'm talking about them. The skillet was destroyed. Threw the skillet out, neck bones and all. Hold up. My bad. I think it was because it was a bunch of neck bones. So he took the neck bones that was on top. Because the ones on the bottom, that was all charred, stuck to the skillet. It wasn't it wasn't none of that. So he took the neck bone because we still had to have something to eat the next day. And I was like, man, nah, man, you gone with that. I found some way, I found something. This looks like that's a Dodge. But that's a minivan with that is slick. I don't want to Fuck it. Look at that. That's slick. That's slick. He's got like an extended roof on there. That's slick. I got distracted. But anyway, yeah. So he took the neck bones that were on top, you know, because they weren't charred. But they were still, because they had the lid on it, right? So they were still had that flavor and smell of burnt. So when he threw them in the microwave at the job, them were, he's like, who burning something? man, it smelled like he was eating burnt notebook paper. That was slick. That's a slick man. I like that. Yeah, that's and yeah, so that was horrible because my clothes were smelling burnt. Everything was burnt. Everything smelling burnt because of burnt neck bone. Everything smelled like burnt neck bones and everything. I smell like burnt neck bone. He smell like burnt neck bone. You know. So, and then, you know, money games were played later on. So, the friends thing, the buddy thing, the travel, I can't do that. See, I'd rather have control. I got the money. I know how much money there is. No games have to be played. I don't have to guess what somebody else is doing. I don't have to. Now, you know, man, that's at any age. You riding together. Whoop. I don't know what they stuffing. That's how I think. So, the best way to avoid all that, especially that part, young buck, be careful. Ride. Be careful about the cat talking about, hey man, come on, ride with me. Nope. Because a simple decision like that, man, get you caught up 15, 20 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So I find it best, you know, I hang by myself. I don't have any friends like that. I don't have anybody close by myself like that because whenever something goes down in my life, I'm always stuck by myself. There's only one person that's been down with me, there with me through thick and thin since my father died, and that's me. The last 22 years, I ain't had nobody to count on. I ain't had no friends. January 2003, I buried the best friend I had. January 2003, the day that I put my father in the ground, that was the loneliest day of my life. That was a day, it was like, I don't know, Holy Spirit, God, whatever, spoke to me and said, you know, that's it. Ain't nobody got your back now. You're on your own. Nobody got your back now. that was it. And I was married at the time. Dig that. So just be careful of this friend thing. I treat this friend thing like marriage. I don't do it. Cause I ain't got the time to be, I just keep it I have to. At this point, because if I keep it like this, the second you get funny, much easier. But never. See, because I done marriage, close friends, day ones. Not, you dig what I'm saying? Mentally, giving your all. I don't do that no more. Can't afford that no more. There's but a few, and they're not everybody else. But a few is. Everybody? Few. I'm just trying to find my balance. But hope you got something out of this video, whether it be if it was entertaining, educational, informational, or just white noise in the background while you was cleaning up the crib. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you got something out of the beautiful surroundings. Sit back, take it in. I full enjoyed y'all. Hope you full enjoyed me. Van Man, that way.